Now that this series is coming to a close, how about I introduce you to some real freaking vampires? Bonsoir, mon amis. Welcome to another episode of In My Opinion. I'm your host, Max Sigavixi. For those who don't know, today marks the release of the last Twilight film, Breaking Dawn Part 2. Thank God. Now we can properly enjoy the release of the new English dubs for the anime known as Hellsing Ultimate. Hellsing Ultimate is a Funimation dubbed anime, which is based on the manga written by Kouta Hirano. What's it about? Well, to put it simply, it's about vampires acting like vampires. It's violent, it's profane, it's suggestive, it's bloody, it's everything one could ever ask for in a vampire anime. Hellsing Ultimate kicks so much ass. It's basically the anti-Twilight. Yeah, every smart person in the world knows that Twilight is crap, but where those movies and books fail miserably, Hellsing succeeds. There are likable and relatable characters, there's 10 times more action, and it actually has an interesting story. Unlike some other popular anime titles, this series is kinda short. Basically comprised of 10 episodes total, each of them roughly an hour long in length. However, the animation within this anime is remarkable, seamlessly blending in two-dimensional characters with a three-dimensional background. And the way the story is structured and played out within each episode, I think 1 hour provides more than enough entertainment. So the story takes place in London, where, as you might expect, vampires exist. If a vampire drinks the blood of a human virgin of the opposite sex, then that human will become a vampire. Otherwise, the victims get turned into ghouls, which are basically demonic creatures that obey the command of the vampire in charge. Basically, they're zombies that know how to use firearms. Yeah, nothing says you're screwed like the horde of the undead carrying machine guns. To fight these vampires and the ghoul armies, London depends on the Hellsing Organization, which is run by Sir Integra Hellsing. Their method of attack against these undead monsters is sending their own monster, Alucard, the king of vampires. Not gonna lie, Alucard is a boss. He has the stylish clothes, the John Lennon glasses, and he wields guns that remind me of Dante's from Devil May Cry. He's essentially the vampire that makes all the other vampires look like pussies. So in the first episode, Alucard finds a vampire, kills his ghoul army, and then kills him. Simple. However, in doing so, he mortally wounds a hostage, a police girl by the name of Seras Victoria. Rather than letting her die, Alucard notices that Seras is a virgin, and thus offers her a chance to become his Draculina. So for the most part, the story plays out as Alucard teaches his new apprentice, Seras, how to fight like a vampire. There are other important characters that play through the story, like Walter Domaze, the Hellsing's butler and former master vampire hunter, and of course Captain Bernadotte, a tactical soldier who leads the wild Geese Mercenaries. As for the enemies that Hellsing encounters along the way, they include, but not limited to, the Scared Organization, a slew of vampire generals, and Nazis. Yes, you heard me right. This anime has freaking Nazis in it, and they're all led by this midget version of the Red Skull.
Shut up and take my money!
So the anime has some really great characters, who in turn are portrayed by really great voice actors. As I've already explained, Alucard is a badass, and he is voiced by Crispin Freeman. It goes without saying that Crispin portrays Alucard perfectly, right down to the bone-chilling laughter. His voice is so epic, I'm convinced that he's somehow related to Morgan Freeman. Catherine T. Gray is the voice behind Seras Victoria, who is officially my new favorite anime character. She is an awesome addition to the story. She's cute, she's funny, she's an incredible fighter. After all, she was in the police force. She also represents a vampire whose moral judgment is far different from Alucard's. Seras will slaughter the shit out of ghouls, no problem. However, in Volume 3, she actually questions Alucard's judgment for killing the human SWAT team that were assigned to kill them. I mean, they were human beings, after all. So Seras is a vampire who still retains her human soul. To quote Kouta Hirano in a recent interview, she is the light that stands out from the darkness. Captain Pip Bernadotte is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, and serves as Seras' romantic interest within the story. He's introduced in Volume 3 along with the other Wild Geese mercenaries. However, he doesn't really shine until the events preceding Volume 4. I could go on for hours about each character as well as the voices portrayed by them, but I think it's safe to say that most people really do enjoy watching the English dub version of Hellsing Ultimate. Now, perhaps I'm sounding a little biased claiming this anime to be one of the best. I mean, I for one know a lot of people who watch more anime than I do. However, I'd like to point out this recent YouTube comment I found from a user named Afternoon Wolf Spice. It said, Hellsing is a sadistic, gruesome, violent, over-the-top piece of work. But it is also an inspirational, touching, and beautifully choreographed work of art. This is why it is anime. And I couldn't agree more with this YouTuber. As much as Hellsing is violent, it's also surprisingly emotional. After all the action and violence subsides, you get a chance to see each character individually, and you start to connect with them, start to feel for them. And so you really get this bond that you get when watching any other great show that you really like. And for an anime like this to have such dynamic characters and a story that weaves them all together, it's really quite an achievement. The Hellsing Ultimate OVA English dubs are already out in stores. There are Blu-ray discs for volumes 1 through 4 and for volumes 5 through 8. If you're just getting into anime or have never watched the Hellsing Ultimate anime before, I highly recommend you check it out. I mean, come on, any anime that's been abridged by Team 4-Star has to be awesome.
Please go, if you may.
Bitches love cannons.
Thank you for watching my video. I want to give a big thanks to JT of Cartoon Palooza for helping me edit this video. You can check out his channel, link it in the description below. You can also check out my YouTube channel along with my Facebook, Twitter, and DeviantArt page. Until next time guys, this is Maxicavixie, signing off. So the anime... Move along. The guy's watching me to film. Yeah, every smart person in the world knows that Hellsing... Twilight's crap. Yeah, every smart person in the world knows that Twilight. Damn it. Hellsing isn't crap, Twilight's crap.